Big actions.
Hey guys, everyone.
Breaking news. The infamous zombie apocalypse originating from the United States is now spreading to Central Europe, and it is going fast. With
Oh
Portugal
my
and Spain
God.
already collapsing. It will be sure
This
that
can be real,
everyone
can
has
it?
lethal weapons at home. Lock every window and door in your house. Wait. What am I doing here? Have a nice day.
I have to find some weapons now.
Bruh.
Ow. Guess I'll have to make a weapon myself, but how? Today I'm making a compressed air cannon that shoots very fast, highly explosive projectiles to prepare myself for the war with the zombies. And yes, that is a very valid reason. So the first thing I did was some research on YouTube and making an explanation for you guys. My plan is using two PVC pipes connected with an instant release valve. The first PVC pipe is the loading chamber, where all the compressed air will be put in. The second one is just a barrel where the object will fly out of. Pretty simple, right? In theory, yes, but in reality, I started by sawing the pipes to the correct length, then gluing the valve connectors, and I forgot to order the cap. The cap is pretty important because it seals the compression chamber, so without it, it just doesn't work. So I waited a few days until it got delivered and it didn't fit. I went upstairs and I waited for a few more hours, but when I came back, it still didn't go in. I modified the sprinkler valve to make it so all the air goes out in one go instead of going out slowly. But the problems just started piling up. There were leaks, gaps, broken parts, tears, mental breakdown, and I'm done. After giving up several times, I finally did it. Time for some testing. After doing some calculations, it appeared to be that this piece of wood was flying at around 450 kilometers an hour or 280 miles an hour. There is only one thing left to do now, and that is making a highly explosive projectile. But first, I quickly had to make something to shoot at. Beautiful. The way I'm gonna make the explosive projectile is by mixing red phosphorus and sulfur. These two elements become very touch sensitive when they are mixed, resulting in a big boom when they are mashed together. If I put this mixture on the tip of the explosive and make it so the tip always stays in front by putting some stabilizers on the back, it should work. So where am I getting the red phosphorus from? Isn't that a highly regulated and illegal chemical? Well yes, but you can find bits of phosphorus on the sides of matchboxes, which are perfectly legal to buy and possess. You just have to buy a lot of matchboxes and scratch off the good stuff from the sides. If you mix the phosphorus with the match tips, you get a very dangerous impact explosive. The next thing I did was making a prototype of the projectile with a very small amount of the mixture and testing it out. And as I expected, it worked. So I let my 3D printer make the right parts, I assembled them, and now I have a reusable explosive projectile. So I did a small test. Yeah. I solidified the projectile a bit, and now the moment everyone has been waiting for. Let's shoot some zombies. After setting up the drone, loading the cannon, and putting the explosive in, I shot for the first time. This was just a warm-up shot, with a very small batch, so it didn't really do that much damage. And at first I was disappointed, but the second shot made up for that. And so did the third shot. One of them even made a hole through the wood. And considering this wood is almost an inch or 2.5 centimeters thick, this is insane. But I made one tip that almost had 1 gram of the mixture, which is a lot. After shooting the big boy, the zombie was completely torn apart. After reviewing the drone footage, you can see the projectile flying through. The next day I fixed the zombie a bit and we shot some stones at it. I do have to say one thing, and that is, never try this at home. I know what I'm doing and I tested this in a safe environment. But I know there are some people that are gonna wanna try this anyways. So I put a tutorial in the description of what safety precautions you should definitely take before making an air cannon. Anyway, see you guys in the next video.